First of all, after winning on Saturday in a way that could say that we have been lucky, firmly on the ground, not thinking about that match, we have refocused ourselves on this match, recovering the team, preparing very well, touching all the details that are very important when you play against Black Leopards as a team, looking at sources of their danger and points of their vulnerability to expose. And in that regard, I believe that we have, from the start, succeeded in that mission. It is not easy to play against the team like Black Leopards. As we could see in this ABSA PSL, it is either you eat or you get eaten. It is a jungle where everyone can beat everyone. And with an approach, focus and concentration, we have kept concentration throughout the match. Only 2 occasions, I think, on 1-0 with that shot of Stitch and that header of Musonda. We have not kept concentration, and I want to give credit to the players for the defensive display and not allowing to opponent more than 2 times to endanger our goal. On the other side, scoring the goal in the right time, opening the game, wishing opponent to come out. I believe we have succeeded in that. Wishing to kill the game early, we were supposed to kill it already in the first half. However, 1-0, and you are missing that, and you know how it is in football. Football is telling you, you have your chance, you're not, now I need to give to opponent something. So we have been on our toes throughout until 80th minute when Supagnoso told enough is enough, and let us close the shop. We had chances to score even more. We are not looking now to that. We have all of us a sense that this match is for history. All focus is on Saturday match against Free State. Look, it will look like a bit we are still playing some games. There is nothing here to think about. We really don't look at the table. We focus on the game that is in front of us. It is nice. The table is the way it is. It's nice to see yourself there. It gives you confidence. But I would just say, if game against Bidvest was document written, if today's signature has been put, is very important Saturday for us to put the stamp so that this, what I was speaking about, 3 doors of hell in order to open doors of heaven, are closer. For us, we have no right to look at calculation and mathematics. We know only one mathematics. Every single match ahead of us, there are 4 to go. We need to go with an intention to win. Our confidence comes from the fact that we are having players that are fully focused, concentrated, and 4 or 5 of them have won something in Pirate jersey because they are long-term players. But so many of them have not won nothing. Therefore, and motivation is skyrocket in the skies. Everyone wants to give his the best. Players playing, players coming, players on the bench, players over the bench. We have a correct atmosphere that need to push us now to focus on the next game. It's very limited time. And I would just say, without thinking about the table, because we cannot influence what will happen with our opponents. But for us, we have chance still to fight for 12 points ahead of us. We are on 47, maximum is 59. How far we shall reach, we shall see, but the most important is first next match is cup final. It is not at the back, it was here on this side. We know that there are 2 points of danger that this opponent could cause you, and that is crosses that are going to Musonda and to the center from where they have combination play in front of our defense. Exactly, we have done well that only 1 cross came as a chance when Zulu crossed for Musonda. but it was danger on this side, and we have not settled ourselves. And you know, when you restart second half, is a critical phase where you are coming from dressing room, you are still not having working temperature of the game. And it was very important for us to set ourselves in shape, that we are blocking both sides in order to limit the crosses, blocking the center in order to not allow them to reach to so-called number 10's golden zone in front of our defense. And we were a bit in a way sluggish in those moments. So later on we woke up. I believe that we had a decent performance that need still to look at critically, because these players can play much better, this team can play much better, and this is what drives us focusing and being hungry to play next match against Free State. With the highest degree of respect for you, for your question, for your, despite being professional expression, because between the lines we read whom you support. I need to tell you, as an house rule, our focus is totally on game of football. We don't know anything, we don't think about this, and I have nothing really to comment. You need to know something. Whatever Lochka has expressed is meaning it is expression from his heart. And in our way, once we are sitting where we are sitting, it is our duty, responsibility, each in every competition to go targeting the highest level, in this case to win the league. But having in mind that our opponents are having matches in hand, and that we could not say that we have gained any advantage, we have no right to speak about that. We shall see what the final bill is, but openly to tell you, following all of us as a sportsman, as a human being, as a Pirates people, before being coach, I'm supporter, and feeling on the streets, feeling our supporters deep in the air, as a human beings, as a people loving this badge and jersey, all of us, we look towards that direction. And we shall sell our skin very, very expensive. We shall give everything, and we shall see what football will give us back. But I can assure you, from every single individual in dressing room, out of dressing room, these unsung heroes that are following us, all of us, we believe. First of all, you need to know, with the highest degree of respect towards our supporters, supporters are there to support, and they are looking at football in different ways. They look with emotions. We are given responsibility by our club, by our chairman, to coach, and as such, with all due respect towards our supporters that are spiritual owners of this big club, we shall not allow anyone to go into direction of directing us and whatever. We are not on remote control. Nobody didn't brought us from the street. We have come here with identity as a coaches, that we have something behind us that qualified us to be here. And as such, I can assure you that we shall do what is the best to us, with the highest level of responsibility towards all the supporters and everyone. This is first. Second, towards Shonga. Yes, misses have been there, and there are two roads. One, to put him in the hole and bury him, or to give him hand, because I'm telling you now, if we are supposed to win anything, we need to appreciate goals that he has scored behind us. We appreciate shape where he is, and we want to stand with him, because this is a difference between supporter and coach. Supporters love players only in case if they are delivering. For us, they are our kids or our players in good and bad. So power of coaching is exactly to extend the hand of support. Number three, I do not see major difference between him playing for Zambia and playing here. Goals that he has scored there, goals that he has scored here in the same in a way similar. It is very unfortunate that today, in several occasions that have happened, that he didn't score. But I can assure you, all of us in dressing room, including players, including technical team, we stand behind Shonga, we stand behind Gabuza, we stand behind each of our players, because for us, our players are the best players that in the world, because we have them and they're ours. I would tell you that in format of 24 teams, it is not a disaster being in pot 3, having in mind, yes, you can get 2 very hard teams. You are third, and even practically 4 third place teams will qualify further. Important is, once you get a position, that you go in the deepest possible details, you prepare well. I have no doubt that our national team, and I count myself as a part of football here, allow me please to feel South Africa as part of myself and supporting South Africa. I would say that as a technical person, as a supporter, as a coach of a giant club like Orlando Pirates, we stand behind national coach. We are working also very hard in order not only Maela and Lorch, but also several other players to knock on the door and to try to be on 23 chosen representing South Africa. And I would say once you get a position, then all the planning comes. I have no doubt that South Africa will be ready. And I personally believe in the players we are having. I believe in technical team that will prepare well. I believe that all of us, we need to stand behind national team as an identity card of the nation. And I really wish them all the best on Africa Cup of Nations, to be surprises of all surprises. The biggest power I have once told, given to us on this side, is power of making people happy. And voice of our supporters is a special injection of motivation that need to put us to stretch over all possible limits and give out the best in the remaining 4 matches. Once more, mathematically, things are not in our hands. Certain things need to happen ahead of us in order us to be in driving seat. But we shall do anything possible, knowing, with all due respect to other supporters, we know how our supporters are very demandful. We know, but also we know how loyal and how loving are towards the team and what team means to them. We know that in matches ahead of us, we need them so much. And I would invite them, if today on the working day, they have been quite many. Saturday's day and this is second last match at home, is the best way to show us that they are with us, coming to support us. We know that we shall give everything and pay back with performances and results that will lead us to possible promised land. But we have no right to threaten to anyone. We have only right to focus on Free State, a team that fights relegation, that is coached by my colleague that comes from my country. I have a special respect, and I have seen what they have done, cutting in pieces Amazulu. I have seen conceding in last minute against Supersport. I have seen in other matches where they have not deserved to lose, but they played very well. This is a different stamp of coaching that comes from, in this case, from my country. And I know how hard match will be, but with our supporters and players that we are having, we know that we shall not allow stone unturned and prepare very well for that game, knowing what are the points of danger that we are supposed to close on their side, knowing where are the sources of vulnerability in their defensive setup, and looking at that, and this is the only what we are looking at. In the same moment, regretfully, we are playing against the team that recently lost important player. May his soul rest in peace in September, Janji.